Welcome to Schulte Sweeties YouTube channel. My name is Stephanie and I'm a mom of 3 girls ages 11, 8, and 5. This is our 6th year homeschooling, and today is in a collaboration with Nikki at Blessed Homeschool Mess. Check out her channel. I will leave it down below, and then I will link the playlist down below as well with other moms sharing what they're planning for homeschool history. I'm going to have like a 7th grader, a 3rd grader, and a kindergarten again because we're repeating kindergarten. So that is a big age gap in there, especially between my 7th grader and all the way down to the kindergartner. So what I have planned is kind of like a combination of things here. So my oldest, she has already started, and we've been working on ancient times from History Quest. So my plan is to do middle times with her. We mainly read it right now with the ancient times, the early times. So we will be reading this. I like to read it together because I'm actually learning quite a bit too. But we don't use the study guide so much. I don't know, some of the activities are kind of and we do use like the Usborne book that they recommend, but we don't do a lot of the activities and stuff because a lot of times they're for younger kids. So I read that with her, and I just keep it on my iPad on Good Notes and don't print it out because that's a lot of printing, and I don't need it. But I wanted to add in a little bit extra for her this year because she's in 7th grade and I feel like she needs like a little bit more, and we also need to like show work that she does really well with this, like just listening in on the story and like really learns a lot from that. But I want her to like kind of have something to show her work. So I found this is Mark Twain Media Publishing Company, Medieval Times. You can find it, I think, on Carson DeLosa. It's kind of hard to find personally. I feel like I don't know. I searched a lot for like workbook media or medieval times. So this is a basic workbook. It does have a little bit of extra reading in here and then some knowledge checks. And that's what I'm going to use to show her work. But a lot of the topics I was comparing the two between this and History Quest Middle Times, and it was pretty comparable. I think we might have to do a little shuffling around for this, but we'll be able to match it up pretty well, I think. So that is what I am using for her mainly. So for my little girls, we started Story of the World, and we were almost finished with like the first book of Story of the World, but it's kind of like hard and goes over their head, and neither of my little girls are very like interested in history right now. And so I was trying to think of like something that they really like, hands-on, anything. And we have used Rabbit Trails Homeschool in different subjects, but I was like, maybe I should look into the history. So then I was looking at history, and they have different subjects for like United States history. And then I saw that they had this ancient history that came out. And I was like, So what I'm thinking is I went ahead and bought this, and I am going to start my little girls off with ancient history. And this looks like so much fun. Like, they suggest different books, and then it shows you like the different times, but also there's like different crafts. There's other suggestions of books. I saw some games in here that were like ancient games and stuff. And so I'm excited to get this. This is very hands-on. I'm not going to I might do a flip through, or not really a flip through, because like if you flipped through like this whole curriculum, you'd pretty much have it. And I don't want that. I want, Christine Zell has created Rabbit Trails through Homeschool, and I want her, to get her credit and for you to purchase it. But it is like such a fun hands-on history, and I think this will be perfect for them. So what my plan is to start this. I don't think it's going to take us forever. Let's see. I think there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of work. Well, 7 books. So I think they're supposed to take about 2 weeks each. So this should take about a semester possibly. So my plan is, I heard Christine say that she is going to have like medieval times out this summer. So I will also be getting that. So we will work through both of those with my younger too. This is obviously not going to be so crazy in depth, but when you pair it up with a bunch of other books and go down rabbit trails, if it's something that they're excited about, then like explore more. So it could get in depth if you're going down lots of rabbit trails together. So I'm going to have mainly picture books for them going through history, kind of similar to like Beautiful Feet and some of the Sunlight. I don't know. I haven't looked in depth at most of those, but that's pretty similar. But this is like showing you some hands-on things and showing you ways to make it more in depth. So that's my plan. So some of the other things that I'm going to add in, they aren't recommended in either curriculum. And I think I might even have my oldest join in on the rabbit trails because she can learn from these picture books and she can add in some extra information for her younger sisters as well. So some of the other things that I've gotten like adding on is this Adventures of Marco Polo. I think for sure I'm going to have my oldest read it. It's a picture book, but it's got quite a bit more reading than just a normal short picture book. So she is for sure, I'm going to have her read this about Marco Polo, but I might read parts of it to my younger daughters as well. I've also found these were used, but I found these on like an Instagram used book site. And so this is Knight's activity book, and it has different activities like crosswords and word searches and things. And then this is a coloring book of castles. And I also got this castle book from DK, and it just shows kind of different things. And I think that my girls will enjoy like looking through this book and spotting all the things. So that's kind of what I've got planned for our history. I'm excited to add this rabbit trails for my younger two, because I want to do more history with them. I'm just like, I never know where to go. And like this year we are adding in the Evan Moore history pockets, but I wanted to kind of switch things up, and I think this will actually be a little bit more even hands-on. The history pockets are more kind of crafty. One really just cutting and pasting and coloring for the most part. So then we do have geography that we are doing this year. We will just continue that on. We are doing Guest Hollow World Geography Junior. I have a video of that I will link up above. We are going to continue that on into a second year. They have kind of revamped the junior since I did my video before to make it very similar to the high school geography curriculum and the schedule. So we might just continue on with the old schedule. They're going to keep it available for us that have already started using it. And I think we're going to continue on that. But we're just going through that for the rest of next year probably as well, just so they're getting familiar with different countries around the world and learning about them as well. So that is, for the most part, our social studies. We might add things here and there. Like I said, we typically need to show work of different types of social studies like government and things like that. So we'll add in things here and there as we need to. So I would love to hear what you are using for history, what you have planned. If you have any questions for me, comment down below. Don't forget to check out Nikki at Bless Homeschool Mess and the playlist down below. Have a great day.